Legion of Superheroes. 13 figures, all came in one really cool cylinder package, and here's a Guru.
Hello. Legion of Superheroes. Probably some of my favorite comics ever to read. I was super excited when I saw they were coming out with all of them in one box set. It was like a cylinder tube that unraveled. And it even came with an empty spot for Invisible Kid. But they didn't make the toy. Just an empty cartridge for him. It came with the little booger guy, as well as my Legion ring. There's real gold on there too, man. And it's got weight to it. I like it. I like to wear it. Let's start with one of these guys that fell down. This guy eats matter. I don't really know him because he wasn't in any of the comics I read as like an active member. But he's got a cool looking outfit going on. He's got like a bulging cheek like he's eating some matter. I'm pretty sure I've seen him eat people before. Or eat somebody's finger at least. He's a weird guy. Let's do Lightning Lad. He became the Legion leader for a while. After Kaz left. I like the design for his face, like the hair that goes out. And I like how they're all tiny. They're kind of posed the same way. The wrists don't really want to turn all that great, which is a bummer. But for the most part, they do what you want. Timberwolf. He is a cool character. He's kind of like the Wolverine of the bunch. But all their paint is just painted on there. Like they don't actually have like any kind of glove or anything. It's just painted. Which is really cool. I like that. I mean, I'm in love with the design. Saturn Girl. At first I didn't like her, and then I was like, she's awesome. She's got a big caboose. She's got a big rack. She's cool. Chameleon Boy. He can turn to anything. The yellow on him is like super neon yellow. And they all have their Legion rings. Like there's not a one of them that doesn't have a Legion ring or a good looking Legion ring. This guy is made of pure energy. So they keep him in this suit. And they had somebody like that back in the Justice League too. But I think this guy is negative energy, maybe. But when I saw they had him, I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. If I didn't already want it, I had to get it. Brainiac. Brainiac's one of my favorite characters in the league because he could probably take over the league and replace everyone in the league. And it's cool to think that his older generations of Brainiac were like enemies with Superman, but not this Superman yet, but when he gets older. And Superman. I was like, man, I already got like a ton of Supermans. But then I was like, this is Super Kid. And he's got a Legion ring on, and I don't have a single one that has a Legion ring on. And that makes him like worth every penny. He's got a cool little cornball smile on him. And his country curl that makes his little Superman-esque for hair. And he's got a cool logo on his cape. And Cosmic Boy. He can manipulate metal. I love the pink outfit. It's like the coolest outfit they've ever put on a toy. Super bubblegum pink. And his little gauntlet things here that are gray look cool. They really make his black stand out. And the black on his boots and his gloves are much shinier than the black on his body. The black on his body is just like matte black. And he's an amazing leader. And Karate Kid. He's probably the coolest toy out of all of them because he's got ripples. He's got really cool sleeves that you can feel they're kind of rolled up. He's got a lot of texture to him, and his giant yellow thing back here. And his outfit just really stands out. And he's got a cool skirt. Karate Kid's super, super awesome. And I like the idea that every one of these kids can fly. And Giant Lad. Or Giant Boy, or Micro Lad. He wanted to be called one time because he can turn into a 6-foot person. So he wanted to be called Micro Lad. But no one would call him that. He's bigger than any of these Build-A-Figures, and I have his knees bent. He's got a cool Legion ring. And he's really super shiny on his belt and his thing up here, and this thing's kind of loose and like a piece of plastic. Like just floats, or looks like it's super glued to his back there. But it makes it so this thing can like come up and off of him, and he's just got like a blue chest underneath, which is really cool. Got a cool symbol up there. His haircut's cool. The mask he's got on his face is pretty Pretty tight. I like the design with the blue on the ears and like on the forehead. And I can have these two go off and fight each other. And probably my favorite in the entire bunch, because he's my favorite character too. He can switch between like all the powers of Superman, plus a few others, but he can only have one at a time. So there's really a lot of thought that goes into being him. And he's not like super clean cut like Superman is. Like in the future they don't have cars that run on gas because of pollution, but he finds a car and runs it on gasoline, gets a ticket. That's just a rebel. It's got everything painted on. I love the color. Like, it's just really cool, bold colors that they pick. Like, they're really off-the-beat colors, which is good for Legion, because they're sort of off-the-beat, trying to pretend to be the Justice League of the past. And he can probably go toe-to-toe with Superman. But Superman's got all of them at once, so he'd probably take him down, but this Superman's younger than he is. Yep. And, that's my Legion.
Please subscribe.